Hi, I'm Ryan from Basil Food Journal, and today we are making my mini croissant recipe. So, to start, we've already set aside the butter block and already have that in the freezer, but we need to make the shaggy dough that the butter block goes into. So, for a lot of French pastries, they do leave out any oil that is in the actual dough, and most of it is just flour and water. So what we're doing for the croissant shaggy dough, which is different than puff pastry and stuff like that, is 500 grams of all-purpose flour. And we have 3 tablespoons of sugar. Then we have 1 tablespoon of salt, which seems like a lot. I know. Then we have, it's about 1 packet of yeast, which is 2 1/4 teaspoon or roughly 1 tablespoon of yeast. Put that in there. And then...
Is this a form of puff pastry?
It's very similar to puff pastry.
Okay, because you laminate it and layer it.
Exactly. The similarity is the lamination and the butter block. The difference is the shaggy dough. So most puff pastry, in the shaggy dough itself, which would be this, you use oil. You use a neutral oil. And when it comes to croissant dough, or very similar to baguette dough, or really any French bread product that rises and includes yeast, there is no oil. It's just flour, water, sugar, yeast, and salt. So unlike pie dough, unlike puff pastry dough where there's a neutral oil in the shaggy dough, this, which is for croissants, has no oil in the base, just warm water. And the warm water activates the yeast and feeds on the sugar. So what we're gonna do is take this guy over to my beautiful KitchenAid. And then it's really sticky. It's quite sticky. When it has flour on top of it, that's pretty much how you know that it's good to be wrapped. Now see, you can see the difference between this and what we would be using, something similar, which is, this is pie dough, this is tart dough, actually, versus yeast dough. So you can see it bounces
it's
more.
bouncy, it's more springy.
Yep,
And that's the yeast, and it rises.
Now, let's see which side they're doing. All right, so we are going to cut our mini croissants. Do now is to make these mini croissants, mini chocolate croissants. We're gonna put some chocolate chips in there. So a few of them, I'm not gonna do them all, but I'm gonna do a few over here. And you can just put them wherever. You're gonna end up rolling them up anyway. And then what I'm gonna do, pretty much how you roll these. Let's do one just visually without it. It's like crescent rolls that I'm sure you got from the store once or twice.
Wow. That's when you know they're gonna get layered in. You almost have too many layers.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Look how it stretches like that and enables you to be without ripping or
And that's how you get the ability to kind of like
roll it and do some things to it.
exactly.
That's great. You must be pleased with this batch.
I'm thrilled is putting it actually quite lightly. Look at that one. Wow, perfect.
How important is it that it's stretchy like that for you?
Pretty important. You can do it without, but if you want it to be able to kind of that normal croissant look where they curve,
Yeah.
you want it to be stretchy so that you can pull it to kind of fit the shape you want. Now, because they're tiny, there aren't as many, rolls. It would have kept
Right.
rolling.
Because these are the mini ones.
Baby ones, but
Can you look through the camera too?
out of the oven and they're still very warm. And we're going to pull these apart. Get one of those good pull apart shots of a chocolate croissant. And as you can see now, it's all hidden in some of the many layers.
How does it taste?
Let's see. Bring it on.
Tasty?
They're so good. I mean. So, we have made the chocolate croissants in 2 different ways, mini ones, big ones, and I'm sure that you can tell they're absolutely delicious. If you want to use your own personal rolled out croissant dough, feel free to. We have a walkthrough for that. Or you can just use very simple store-bought phyllo dough or anything like that, and then just add a little bit of chocolate, cut them into triangles, and roll them out. But I think that's it for us today. I'm gonna go eat this entire plate of croissants. And yeah, we'll see you next time.